some Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. We are working our way through Tyranny of Dragons, and I'm just waiting for my Twitch stream to catch up to me here and confirm I am not crazy.
That's a lot to ask of a Twitch stream.
I have great expectations of Twitch sometimes.
I see yes.
How will it grow if you don't have bigger expectations for it?
I mean, that seems like a reasonable thing to do. I'm getting a network error, but Pruno says I am crazy, so it sounds like, the stream is working. So there we go. So welcome everybody. Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition, Tyranny of Dragons. 20 sides to every story. Awesome group of folks who like to play games together. Do please swing by and join us in the Discord. We've got some awesome community games going, and I hear rumor there are new ones forming up soon. This particular campaign, we are working our way through Tyranny of Dragons, and the party is currently deep within the lair of Chuth the Dragon, now deceased, and Neuronvein, the green dragon mask wearer, worm speaker, and all around edgy dude. Say again?
He seems edgy.
He does. He's got a look to him. He has a particular style choice. Let's get Neuronvein up on the screen there. There's our fella. The party, through some rather dicey situation engaging that green dragon, did manage to survive. They fell back, took a short rest, and are now continuing the assault. They have cornered Neuronvein and his elven followers in what looks to have been Chuth's treasure chamber. Our barbarian grew angry at the walls and doors that were just lying all the time to them, and has discovered two secret doors. The second one, as it fell away, gave them a brief view into this treasure chamber before the torches inside were extinguished, throwing them into the water. What the party had the opportunity to see before that happened, though, was here along the eastern wall, or southeast over here. Big pile of coins, primarily copper, some silver, a little gold, some artworks, but definitely not a hoard the size of one that green dragon would have. So this is, the temporary, home of this particular dragon, atop which Neuronvein stands. Neuronvein was working with another fellow, a mage of some sort, who was in the midst of casting a spell. That mage headed over to the water here and dove in. Chiquito, our druid, bravely, and before anyone could possibly react, turned into a giant squid and dove in as well. So, those two will be off in the water until that player rejoins us and we see what happens. In the meanwhile, the party has roughly 15 or so combatants facing them, as well as Neuronvein, who is standing a little back. The party should roll themselves into initiative. I think I need Anrin and Yaz at the moment. I see Sho and Rob. And then we'll resort and see what is going on. Now, at the moment, light source-wise, I think Rob is carrying a torch, a lantern, or has some form of light spell. What is the light situation? Rob and maybe Yaz, who can't see in the dark? Nope, Yaz can see in the dark. Just Rob, I think.
I can't remember what I had done something where I had thrown a torch. It wasn't a torch though, 'cause I do have the light spell.
You had cast light on a torch last time.
I cast light on a torch because the irony was delicious. So if that will have since gone out because light's 10 minutes, right? So like we took a short rest.
Sure.
So I'm currently probably whistling in the dark.
Okay.
We had something because we were moving through dark rooms.
You were moving through dark rooms, so I'll say you've been recasting light as necessary. If at this point you have that light effectively in your hand, you might have been using it to read Neuron Vein's journal or look around the room at some of the fancy stuff. You can decide to cover that or expose that as necessary, but it won't make
Can I do that prior to initiative order?
Yes.
I would snuff it.
Okay, you got it.
As soon as we got into combat, it's out.
You got it. So basically, everything has just gone dark as this fell away. Torches were thrown. Everybody was kind of surprised at the same time, so we're just going to drop into initiative. And the fastest on the draw is Yaz, who just was not that interested in Neuron Vein's journal and was looking for something else to do, I guess. Yaz.
It was so edgy.
So,
and this from a lizard folk, Warlock. I mean...
God, what an edgy elf. On his whining. Wait, where was I? 5, 10, 15, 9, 25, 30. Probably would stand in front of Rob because he is human who can't see. And then he would fire off with why?
Go big or
why
go
not?
home.
Yeah, why not a Hunger of Hadar?
I was gonna say they're in Hunger of Hadar formation.
They really are.
Why not a Hunger of Hadar?
I feel like here's good. I haven't actually measured though, but that looks.
Eyeball up where you would like that to be. Oh, where did my overlay go? Overlay. All right, gotta drag it out again. One moment here.
Yeah, right. Excuse me, jeez. Right here on that, next to the left. Yeah, to the left of this dude.
Next to that other edgy guy.
Yeah, that other edgy guy.
1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 20 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 20 there. That should be about the right size. There-ish? That would cut off show.
No, I think you wanted it to the right and up one.
Yeah. I think that was about it.
Was that it, or was it? If it's one more over, it gets that whole other group.
Yeah, I think so. So hard to measure this. Is 5, 10,
Can you
15,
not
20.
see the thing I just did? Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
That should. Yeah. Okay. Now it did the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I see. That's how it measures it. Okay.
Yeah,
that
from
makes more
the
sense.
white outline.
Gotcha. Okay. That's what always throws me off. I'm like, wait a second, shouldn't it be that? And I'm like, oh, duh, it measures it in a weird way. Yeah, I think that should work perfectly fine.
You got it. Yaz, you do your Yaz thing, and screams happen, but you can't hear it. You just hear the happy little whispers and slurpy noises.
Yeah.
Bonus action.
I think I have to see them to do it, so I don't think I can, but
you can see other folks.
If you
it is magical darkness, so technically I could. I was thinking of doing what's it called? The Hexblade's curse.
Is that a spell? No, I don't think it is it?
Nope.
So
it is not a spell.
Sure. What would you like to do with that?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, yeah, all these people are in it. I guess I'll do it on this guy. I have no real plan, but I want to use my bonus action because I never do.
This one right here?
Yeah.
All right.
Have no plan.
Have no plan. But we're gonna Hexblade's curse, and we'll make that one the skull with the super duper smile.
Awesome.
Yes, that's action, bonus action, movement. You happy there?
I'm happy.
All right. Anrin, what was once a brightly lit cave became a dimly lit cave for you and your elven vision, and then it became dark and slurpy. What are you doing?
Okay, well, dark and slurpy is not good. So I'm going to go use my newfound fiery hands to go ahead and cast light on something that is small that I can hide
Okay.
on my person as I need to. I'm
Sure.
just trying to look into my inventory and see what that could possibly be. And looking through the stuff that I have in my pack, I am going I'm going to land on a package of rations
Okay.
and
Uh,
turn it into its own little glowing packet.
got a glowing packet of uh mushroom or beef or venison or whatever.
Just a leaf wrapped package of stuff, right?
Okay.
And I am assuming, since I'm not really that familiar, this is an action. So that was my action. And I am going to then carefully feel my way forward.
Oh, you can see. So you're an elf. You can see. Right? Yeah. Just the dark bubble that Yaz has invoked here is the darkness.
And I'm going to say, oh, that was a really good choice. And that's all I can do right now.
Got it. That will bring up the first of our people in the bubble. Can I get that 2d6, please? Six points of damage to the fella in the bubble. That is 10 feet. That is 15 feet, and he is out of the bubble. And he will. He will yell a special command. His remaining 15 feet, staying well clear of that bubble. Over in this direction. Show.
I'm going to move up to here
Mm-hmm.
and rage
Okay.
and call down lightning on that fellow.
That is a thing you definitely can do. Dexterity saving throw. 7's gonna fail. 5 points damage.
And then strike him about head and neck.
Got it. That is a definite strike.
So that one is 14 points of damage.
15 points of damage.
The second one is a crit.
Eep.
So I need to do this, and then I need to roll an extra d8. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Orcish Fury
Okay.
to add another d8.
Okay.
So I'm adding 3d8 to this total because the Orcish Fury would be doubled from the crit.
Great googly moogly. Go for it.
So I'm adding 17 more on top of that.
All right. 16, 20, 21, 23, 28, 36, 40, 40 even?
That looks like 40 even.
All right. It is good that you did the Orcish Fury, but because that pushes it over the edge. This knightly individual in heavy armor falls. Scoosh.
And then I will step up.
The individual behind looks a little impressed and terrified. That is going to bring up one of our nobles in the bubble. Can I get that 2d6 again? 6 points of damage. Lives! Finds the comfort of non-slurpy darkness and begins running. That was 10. It's to about there. Dragon Fang in the middle. 2d6 once more.
2d6.
Nice.
That one hurt a bit. And even get out. 10, 20, 30. Is going to dash it. Please let there be an end to this. And out. Dash action used. Has nothing left. Is just standing there gasping. But did get clear. Over here. Running back to close in on Show. Taking a swing with the massive club. And 8 isn't going to even need to roll that extra d4, isn't there anyway? Noble, running up, show. We're going to have a rapier stab. I believe in you. Hey, Homebrew Cafe, thanks for the raid. We are in the
Ooh.
midst of a fight in Tyranny of Dragons. And thanks for the follow there, Boot.
Early raids are good raids.
Best raids are early raids. And attack. And no. That's a Dragon Fang. Dragon Fang right there. Dragon Fang's going to attack show. This one. Dun 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 dun. Has pack tactics. So fanatically, advantageously slash scimitar. So it says short sword. Typos abound. 22? What the?
20, the 20 will hit.
20 will hit. Really?
Does
Do
he?
you
He
get
does 4d6 damage.
Wow, with a scimitar?
With this, that doesn't make any sense.
what?
I think that broke. I think that
Hmm.
broke
Seems unlikely.
Roll 20. What are you doing right now?
I mean, if it were a bunch of other different types of damage, that makes sense. But like,
Fanatic.
gruesome.
No, he does an extra 3d6 when he hits if he has advantage. Absolutely does.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a beast. I had to double check myself. So
that
yeah.
changes that bit of damage there changes my strategery.
And the secondary damage is
Secondary
of an
damage is
element.
of poison.
Okay.
These are green
Um,
dragon cultists. So poison damage on the second set, and then that will follow up with his other short sword. Multi-attack. Yes, second one. Still has advantage, but doesn't get the extra bonus damage. Pair of 12s isn't going to help. That's going to bring up a trio of elves. Can I just get a single 2d6 roll for this 3 set that is beginning in the mess? Show me 4, and that is a set of dead elves. Slurpy
Yay.
slurpy.
Well, I mean,
hat trick.
they felt like they were sort of their coerced.
You went for 4. You got a
Yeah.
noble in there too. That might have been a relative of Anrin's. Who knows? But that's going to bring up Ronvain.
Sorry, Anrin.
Choices. What can I say?
They made choices.
Closing
Made
30 feet has the angle. Show you've got 2 Eldritch arrows coming your way. No advantage on these. Number 1. Number 2. I don't think a 16 hits you.
It does not.
Rob Oakes, what are you up to?
All right. Well, I thought it might be good to not be seen, so I just instinctively doused the light. But, in a fit of bad action economy, I am going to cast
Did
light.
I guess I was assuming you were like covering it. You dismissed it.
I did. I said I dispelled it.
Didn't
And so
didn't
Anrin has a light snack now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. She's got something on fire. Okay, so I might as well. That's not going to put out enough light for me to see show, though.
She has the light spell.
Light
I have the
spell.
light spell.
So that's 20, 40. Show would be lit.
Okay, cool. All
Dimly,
right.
but lit.
But I can see show. So, bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Show is fighting. Show is fighting. Looks like she lost control, and I think I like it. And so
I didn't know where you were going with that one on the first few lines.
Bonus, or that'll be inspiration for show. And narc down another inspiration. And then can I can't I'm gonna edge myself over here, and well, is what this is. I am going to cast Cloud of Daggers,
Okie doke.
my favorite spell, right here. It's cutting off Show a little bit, but I can drop it if Show's running towards us. So.
Okay, give me a box for where you want that cloud of daggers. You may
Oh,
occupy,
sorry. Yep.
may
I just
occupy up to
pinged it.
2 places.
Draw shape. I got it right here. I'm thinking, let's see, like force them into the wall here. I think I want to force them towards this way. So I'm going to put it right actually on this 5 marker here.
Okay,
Mm.
And
got
then,
it.
because that
If
was,
you don't want to split the 2 squares there?
I thought about it, but I was like, if I split.
So you could go right here and actually catch the Dragon Fang.
And then it prevents them from stepping diagonally to this space to just avoid it.
Oh, see, I thought they would. I thought they'd be going into the hunger there, but this way.
That way they
like,
have the choice of daggers or hunger.
right here, right?
Yeah,
Where
right
it is
there.
now.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that works. I just wanted to force them into taking damage, or the choice.
Got it.
I also was planning to upcast that at 3rd level.
Ooh, absolutely.
Um,
Level
so
3. So when damaging, do make sure you uptick that, and we'll get that square. Does that do damage on its initial
no,
appearance?
but start a turn.
Start a turn. You got it. That's going to bring up 2 commoners in the hunger. Could I get a 2d6 for that damage? Show me 4 or better so I can just delete them. That's a lot more than 4. That
Good
will.
question.
Yeah.
Sorry, starts its turn there if it matters. Sorry.
Would you say technically that I have slain that humanoid?
I would say you have definitely slain that humanoid.
Well, Hadar ate them, but it was through your influence.
Yes.
So do you think I could bring in a specter?
Things are getting dark.
I feel like that is a thing that you could do.
I'm gonna do it then.
Specter.
You see,
it is.
one of the tentacles has jaws on it that bite and rip out the soul, just for continuity's sake.
Got it. Specter has entered the fray under control of the party. That may go on your turn, Yaz.
Who's that other Spectre? That guy was great.
I don't remember the name at the moment, but it'll come to me later.
I don't either.
In the meanwhile, down here, Show continues to get piled upon because the other only option is to dive into daggers or darkness. Club and Show. 5's gonna miss, and that's gonna bring up our other commoner who's doing the same thing. Show once again in the midst of the dog pile. 9's not gonna do much though. Yaz, it has come round to you as your turn comes up. Huge waves of water erupt out. You see kraken tentacles, you see evil dragon faces, and then back down into the dark depths. And Yaz, what are you doing?
I am going to because you know what? I might as well just go for this guy. I'm gonna do a blip blip at the one who is in the cloud of daggers.
Oh, certainly may.
Blip and blip.
Blip and blip. 23 is definitely going to hit. 19 is definitely going to hit. 25 points of damage blipped that direction. Good shot. Anything else?
Trying to think. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do some things for Hexblade. I'll figure that out later. But I don't think there's any bonus actions I can do right now. But I'm gonna definitely have the Spectre.
Ooh. Do me a favor. Is the Spectre immune to the first thing that happens in the pile? Which is, I think, cold damage?
No, it's resistant though. It's
okay.
immune to necrotic and poison.
So go ahead and give me a 2d6. I'll be taking half of that for starting out in there.
Sure. It looks like I don't know. What was the other one? Acid? What was the other damage type?
Acid.
I don't remember.
It's cold to start and acid to finish, I believe.
Okay. It's resistant to both those things.
Okay. So that was too much. You only took 4. So you're at 18 at the moment. And then difficult movement, but you may specter your way out of there, I believe.
Okie dokie.
Does a specter ignore difficult terrain because it can move through solid objects? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh wait, the specter can move through other creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain.
Yeah, so
But but
it's
it's still affected.
still affected.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. 10, 20, 30. Should I have gone that way?
Should you have gone that way?
40. I think that's right on the edge. So I'm gonna have him wait right there.
Okay.
And what's it called? Hold an action for when the dude gets close enough. Because can I hit him actually from there?
You can hit him right there. You're on the angle. You can reach out and
Okay.
make his life miserable.
Okay. I have this like super blown out, so I was like, where is everything? Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna hit him then.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, you do. Dragon Fang making its DC 10 Constitution saving throw. Come on, buddy. No, you didn't.
Nope.
I don't think this one's ever going to get a long rest, so we'll just take those 6 hit points off.
Mhm.
And note that he's having a bad day. Yaz, that is you and the Spectre, I think.
Yep, we're done.
Anrin, what you up to?
Well, I'm thinking, I want to get just a tad bit closer. So I'm moving to right about here. Not too close to the specter because it's really bothering me. Oh, yes, it's not. And I'm going to, first of all, do a bonus action cast of Sanctuary on show. So this is something I got from my second level. I can cast.
It's gonna go away
Sanctuary.
as soon as I attack.
Yeah,
but I'm up after you.
You're up after me?
The turn order, yeah, on the turn order, I'm immediately after
Dang
you.
it. You are immediately after me. Well, then that's a wasted spell.
What
So I
if
won't
you
use it.
what if you hold your action until after show attacks?
I can do that. But then but it's a bonus action, so I can't really hold the
You can
bonus
use a
action.
bonus action as an action.
Nah,
I
Just
don't
you
think you
wouldn't.
can.
there's a
No?
weird rule in there that I will say let's just not get into at the moment.
Okay.
uh,
You can't hold a bonus action.
I believe
Right,
that's
Hold a
correct, but
bonus
there's
action.
Right. Nope, that's true.
there's a
I-
That's true.
weirdness.
Okay, so on that note, then I'm going to forget about that, and I'm going to use my glaive. Thank you for talking me into sanity, because I'm not raging at this particular point. Just saying.
Well, you
so
still
I'm
have a
gonna-
bonus action free, so you could be.
I could be, but I'm not going to right at this moment. So I'm going to go ahead and attack the guy in front of me.
A 12 will miss by a hair, though.
Okay, then let me do it again.
19 doesn't miss, and that's 10 points of damage there.
Okay. God, he's still standing. Can't believe that.
They're a sturdy sort, but
They definitely are a sturdy sort.
having a kind of a bad day at the moment.
Definitely having a bad day at the moment. And so I'm going to stay back here so that he really is trapped and has nowhere to go.
All right. That is then going to bring us round to Show. Show, what you doing in that dog pile?
I will continue to rage and call down lightning on that dragon fang.
Certainly may. 5 points of damage to the Dragon Fang if he does not pass his dexterity saving throw. Man. Just not doing well with those. And now what?
Then I am going to attack him recklessly.
18's gonna hit. Good job on the reckless. 9, 10, 11. 25's gonna hit.
For 10 more.
7 for 10. Bomp. Else there, show.
No.
Right, that's gonna then bring up this individual who is running. Chugga, 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 chugga. Cut that corner too close. Gets to right about there. That's going to bring up the Dragon Fang in the daggers. Could I see dagger damage, please? I don't even think he
Certainly.
gets a dex saving throw on that, does
Should
he?
I keep what I rolled already, or no? He starts his turn in there.
Starts his turn in there, so just give me a fresh
Yep.
roll.
Oh,
And
fresh roll. Okay.
with your whatever plus it was, upcast to level 3, I think you said?
Yes, indeed. Doo-doo-doo.
That 5d4 then? Or is it 64? Is it 2 more or 1 more?
I do
2
not
more,
know.
so it's actually 64.
13. Not quite enough to dispatch him, but definitely enough to encourage him to no longer be standing there. He is gonna risk it for the biscuit. He's gonna step away without disengaging. Anrin and Spectre, if you would like your attacks of opportunity, you may.
Of
Absolutely.
course. Ha!
Gets away from the Spectre.
I like the other Spectre better.
Anrin tags for 8 points of damage, but that is not enough to stop.
Wish I
Sweet.
Just
remembered
lacks
his name.
personality.
Squeezing
Yeah.
past, and show the dog pile begins. Dragon Fang. Fanatical advantage attack. Whoopah! A 14's probably going to miss.
Gonna miss.
Regular advantage attack. 23 will hit for 9 plus 3.
Okay.
Commoner. Swinging with the club. 10's going to miss. Noble. Stabbing with the rapier. Come on, guys. You can do better than this.
They do have an 18, but that misses.
Well, no, the noble doesn't even have advantage, just the 10.
They do because I was reckless.
Oh, excellent. That's gonna bring up the Dragon Fang. Fanatically stab, big one. 13's not good. 15's also not good. Neuron drawing closer with advantage because of the reckless. Next pair of Eldritch arrows coming your way. Number 1, 18.
Misses.
Number 2, 22.
That'll hit.
That's 9 force and 4 poison. And Rob Oakes, what are you doing?
Would you want it to be a full action for me to? These commoners, it kind of bothers me that we have commoners attacking us.
So they are elves, just the common variety of elf. Just your
but are they
standard.
Do they? Oh, elves really hard to charm an elf, so they're probably not charmed. Okay. I was thinking I might try to counter charm if I thought these commoners were charmed, but I don't.
Give me an Arcana.
Okay. No, I have no idea.
Just could be, can't be. You're having enough trouble just seeing them in this dim light.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to loose an arrow at the commoner closest to me.
Certainly may.
Short bow.
11 actually works, and 4 is enough.
Okay,
Twang.
that's at least one less, and then I can see that. Hopefully, I can see anyway. I might step forward a smidge. Ooh, it's really cold right here. I mean, like it's really cold. Yes.
It is a little chilly.
And then I can see that Show is half the half orc she used to be, so I will throw a healing word at her. And I'm just going to be a regular old one. Unfortunately, it's really all I got right now. For 6. So at least 6 more hit points to show.
Yeah.
And that'll be it for Rob.
Got it. Show's got that. 2 clubs coming in at show with advantage. Number 1, crits it for 5. Number 2,
Yeah.
misses. And Yaz, what are you up to back there?
That's a good question. Nice.
I mean, you really could take this one off. I mean, you've done a lot.
And I can see through Hadar's darkness.
Yeah.
So I am going to do a blip blip at the big bad. Blip.
Nice.
Oof.
And blip.
Well chosen.
Double deuces.
29 points of damage, unexpected from the darkness. And Blamp. In fact, I will say, even if you had not crit, you would have had advantage because he cannot see you in any way, shape, or form. But well done. Wait, I did
Was
that
it-
wrong. That's 39.
30.
That's 39.
It's 29
wait.
plus
34.
4
No, it's
is
34. 34.
Thank you. I
I
have
we
was
the
got there.
practicing
maths.
my math after
It's
last
a group effort. We got there.
Teamwork
Yeah.
makes the
Yeah.
dream work.
I'm just so excited that I can't believe I did that twice in a row. Like
That's pretty
I-
awesome.
Yes.
I couldn't even math. I couldn't even math if I wanted to right now.
I saw the first one. I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if you rolled another one?
And then she
You know
did.
what?
Yeah.
It would be.
You should
And
think
it-
that more often because maybe it'll happen more
I'll
for
put
me.
that out
Who
into the
knows?
world. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Manifest your truth.
Anrin, what are you up to?
Well, I am going to. Is that guy still in front of me?
No, he has moved away. He's now over here attacking Show.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to. Stand right about there.
Okay.
Give the Spectre some room to get in there.
Rob, are you dropping the dagger so Anrin can get through?
Yeah, they've done their deed. I'll drop them.
You got it.
Thank you. And then, because I would have gone around, but then I'm going to go ahead and focus not on the elf. With the glaive, can I go ahead and hit this guy right there?
This one right here?
Yeah.
Yep, certainly may.
Okay. So I'm going to do that twice again.
The first one's enough. Down the Dragon Fang goes.
Okay. And even in the heat of this battle, can I take a look at the face of this person? Do I know her at all?
Give me a quick perception check. Yeah, definitely a resident of the forest, but you can't place, it's definitely no one of your family or, your neck of the woods, but someone in the forest.
Okay, so in that case, since I have another attack, I'm going to go ahead and use it.
Sure can. $16's going to hit. 11 is going to knock down.
So, and with that, I'm going to hold any bonus action I might have until next round. And that's
Got it. Show. The dog
I
pile's a lot
will-
less doggy.
I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to call down the storm on the Dragon Fang.
And Dragon Fang is going to try and avoid. So
And
close.
fails. 5 lightning damage. And then Morning Star, not reckless this time.
Not reckless. 26 is still going to hit. That is 13 there.
13. Second swing. I am going to use a reroll.
Post-it note deployed. 17 does hit.
And
14
for 14
points.
more.
Nicely struck. Anything else, show? That might be all the things.
No, that's. I'm going to stay where I am for now.
Got it. With that, nobles close in a pair of rapier strikes. Number 1, number 2, 9 and a 16. That's then going to
Both
bring up
miss.
the Dragon Fang. These do have advantage. First one's that big stab. Crits it
Oh.
That's a lot.
for a lot.
1 second. I need to do math.
You can cutting words the damage. You cannot cutting words away a crit.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
It's
It's not
I'm
gonna
going to
help much.
take a total of 31
You're gonna take 31,
because of rage.
and I can reduce it like a D8. That's it.
I mean, it saves a healing spell.
Yeah. All right. I'll cutting words it.
Got it. You dropped the cutting words.
All right. And do I get a bonus to this? It's just one art. It's just 1d8, right? That's it.
One of
Straight.
your die.
Just-
Your inspiration dice.
That's it. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. 5.
So 5 off of that. Short sword follow-up at advantage, but no crazy damage. 15's gonna miss. That'll bring us to Neuron Vein. The half-orc's looking rough, so we're gonna follow up. Eldritch Arrow, 2 of them. Standard attacks. Number 1. Ooh,
That's going to hit.
3 for 19.
And that
That's
is exactly what
down.
I've met. So I pop up at 1.
Pop up at 1.
And because of my Orcish Fury, I get to take an attack now.
Oof. Okay.
So I'm going to swing at the Dragon Fang.
All right,
I
let's
pop
see
up.
it. Is not how attacks are supposed to work. 17's going to hit. Let's see some damage. 8, 11. Not
11
enough
more.
to take out the Dragon Fang. Second Eldritch Arrow incoming from Neuron Vein, who looks royally pissed. Though a 13's not going to do it. Rob Oakes, it comes round to you. What are you doing?
I really. Return of the Rex.
Oh!
And I will cast Polymorph on Show, and she will become a T-Rex.
I suddenly have a lot more than 1 hit point.
That is,
Yeah, I felt like that was the best use of.
that is a way to deal with that.
And I am out of the level 4s, y'all.
So
That's it.
T-Rex is currently stooped down a little bit, sucked in the tail so as to not be in the set there. And you should have T-Rex sheet
do.
available to you.
I'm going to go ahead and pull the stats up on Beyond again.
All right.
Because that makes it really easy.
And that's then going to bring us around to the commoner who is like, I'm going to finish off this mother... Boy, I don't have anything that can deal with this shit. This commoner is going to... Can I make it?
Run away! Run away! He
I'll be
bravely
saying that in
ran away.
Elven, run
He-
away and live a better life.
Bravely ran away.
All right,
He
it's
bravely
gonna,
ran away.
he's gonna take the run at Rob Oakes, and I believe the Tyrannosaurus already used a reaction.
I
have
did.
it.
Anrin, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yep. Why would she do that? I don't know.
To knock the Polymorph out.
Yep, they saw what happened. A 15, oh, yep. Just a body sliding to your feet there. Yaz, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm munching.
You and
Yeah.
Hadar.
You and Nadar.
I am the hunger. I am going to. No, I want to save that spell slot just in case. You never know. It's still early.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get a long rest because I'm toast
Mm-hmm.
pretty quick.
So good though. No, I'm gonna save that. So I'm gonna just do another blip blip.
Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. At our friend over here.
All right.
The
You do have an advantage because I
He's
forgot to
so
move.
vain.
The Elge Lord.
edgy boy. Here we come.
Whoa!
That's 3 in a row.
Man.
3 in a row. Well
That feels
done.
good.
1924 points of damage there. And
That really has to suck for that guy. Like, he just keeps getting pinged in
just
the head.
out of
you know?
nowhere.
Who's doing that?
Yes, bonus
What
action.
is that spell?
The universe hates me, Dad.
Bonus action. That's a good question. Can I 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? I could, but I really don't need to.
And then if no bonus action, what is Spectre Friend doing?
Yeah, I think Yaz is just gonna stay where he is. He doesn't really have a reason to go further up. So Spectre,
Bill?
Bill the Spectre. Apparently that's his name now. Let's see. So if I go 5, and then through people is difficult terrain. So 15, 25, 35, 40. Oh no, and then okay, yeah. He's gonna risk an opportunity of attack.
Okay.
Because I want to go one space further, but
Okay, yeah. So as you try and get away, the noble just tries to poke you with the. Wait, one space further. Where are you getting opportunity attack from?
I want to go here, but the noble's gonna hit me.
Oh,
I want to go here.
Okay, yeah. Noble poke. Misses anyway.
Yep, that misses. Okay, cool. So, boop. And I'm going to do life drain. Boop.
Ooh, that is a big life drain. 8 points of damage struck. We're not going to worry about the con save because I don't think you're going to let Neuron Vein do much healing. Yaz, anything else?
No, that's it.
Got it. Anrin, it ticks round to you. Dinosaur in very close proximity at the moment. And I'm going to say, Dino, because you are squeezed in there, if you do not have the ability to stretch out, you'll be at disadvantage, or you can decide to put your tail into the hunger. Your choice on your turn. But Anrin, what are you up to?
Well, I'm going to move over just one step right here
Okay.
to give a little bit more tail room.
Sure.
And I'm going to go ahead and at this point, I am going to bonus action rage.
Certainly may.
And I am going to still use the glaive. I'm going to go after the noble.
The noble. Taking out the aristocrats. And that
Yep.
does do.
Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and do another step, actually, right here. And I'm going to hit this dragon thing.
Certainly may. 22 and 9 is the perfect number. Dragonfang is gone. And Anrin, if you take one more step forward, there will be enough room for the Tyrannosaurus to stretch out.
Well, I think I'll just take one more step forward and sort of glare at the noble who's still standing next to the dinosaur.
I'm going to say you have a very fearsome glare, but there is a Tyrannosaurus just a foot away, so I think that might have the attention at the moment.
I'm pretty certain.
Tyrannosaurus show. What are you doing?
Yes. Well, I am going to stretch out, but as I do so, I'm going to whack that noble with my tail.
Certainly may. No, a 13 won't.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to step through and stretch out
Okay.
and step over here
Aha.
and get to my full size
Mm-hmm.
and bite Neuron Vein.
Would prefer that you didn't, but you still did.
Oh.
27. And
And he is grappled and restrained in my mouth.
grappled and restrained in your mouth. Not a happy person. Show. Anything else for you there?
No.
All right. Boy, this is looking awful. We're just gonna try and we're gonna boy, what are we gonna do? We're gonna try and just stab the T-Rex. I can't think of anything else to do, so in desperation, stab. 9
That's
points
gonna
of
hit.
damage to the T-Rex. They're on vein. Oh, that Hunger of Hadar is doing such a good job of blocking his view of the spellcasters. He is just going to try and, even at disadvantage, just stab down the gullet of this Tyrannosaurus. We're going to make 2 short sword attacks at disadvantage. Stab number 1, stab number 2. 15
Both
and a
hit.
16, doing
Both
whatever
hit.
that damage is. I don't think it's anything near a dent in you, though. Rob Oakes, what are you doing?
44 points of damage.
Well, I am gonna stay where. No, you know what? I don't have to maintain visual on anything I polymorphed, right? Like,
You do not, as long as you're concentrating.
yeah. It occurs to me that my best bet is to not get hit. The best thing I can do for the party is not
hide.
get hit. Yep.
You
And
got
I
it.
am going to take the hide action.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
All right.
And as you do, Yaz, what are you? That's pretty good stealth. Yaz, what are you doing?
Before Rob disappears from my vision because Yaz has terrible perception, he's going to give him that's a good idea pat on the shoulder. And he also realizes that, you know what? Being over here is a pretty sweet gig. But you know what would be even sweeter if he got a little bit more little kind of cozy next to the Hunger of Adar to really stay out of vision. And he's going to do another critical flip.
You have advantage.
And-
That's 10. That's another 10 for 20.
20.
Oof. There's not much left in Neuron Vein at this point.
Pain.
What a shame.
There is nothing left of Neuron Vein at this point.
Oh,
Goodness.
your rolls are on fire tonight, gentlemen.
I didn't want to
Crazy good.
say anything in case it jinked it, but yeah, I feel really good.
Whoa.
I
With
hope I didn't just jinx it. Ugh.
with that, you will dispatch with this noble person at some point or not, your choice. Chiquito will rise up out of the water victorious, probably still in squid form. And
I'm charging into the water to eat whatever is attacking Chiquito.
absolutely. So there is a exchange going on. Eventually, the thing in the water turns back into the mage. The mage then turns into food for the Tyrannosaurus squid combination of Chiquito and the Tyrannosaurus show.
I want
Congratulations.
to see a squid. I want to see a squid T-Rex high five.
Well, the T-Rex is far too stupid to pull that off.
Yeah.
Little teeny tiny hands up here, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard.
The T-Rex makes show look real smart.
There's something
Nice.
to be said there. So congratulations, party. You have cleared the lair of Chuth. You have taken care of Neuron Vein. You have a journal detailing actions of the cult. Unfortunately, no green dragon mask.
That's what I was just gonna ask.
Didn't
Okay.
he have
We
it
know
on?
where they went,
He
right?
did not have it on.
I thought he
No.
did at one point. I thought we saw him with it.
Did we get?
It was reported. It was reported that he was wearing it while attacking the
Okay.
elves.
Okay.
But in your journal, in his journal, the most recent things were that it has been recalled. Severin has asked for it back so that the mask of the Dragon
Okay.
Queen be assembled. And
Or
that
Have we heard the
whatever
name
it is.
Severin before or no?
Yes, we have.
you have
Just-
heard the word. You have heard
Oh, we
that name
have?
kicked around. Severin.
Yes.
Oh, I thought just in this journal.
In this
Okay.
journal, but also
Yeah.
some references other places.
Where and in what context?
So give me a quick history. There's enough in the journal that you can put together, but let's see what more you might be able to suss out at this point.
Okay.
Let's start with a history. So flipping through the journal quickly again, you're like, all right, let's figure out about the Severin. So Severin, from Neronvane's journal, so you have to deal with a lot of his writing. But you get to the point where Severin is definitely one of the higher/highest up in the cults, and is the driving force behind the current movement to bring Tiamat back to this world. Severin is described as the Red Dragon Mask wearer. But he also seems to be the one who has the plan to assemble the Dragon Queen's mask, whatever that happens to be. Not a lot of detail there, but it's got the cool little design drawn in the edges of the journal of what that might look like, with him holding it up triumphantly. Horde
Some
of
fan art.
dead enemies, that kind of stuff.
Fan art.
Yeah.
Team Girl Squad. Sorry.
Yeah. In amongst the Dragon's Horde, you find 10 gold trade bars from Baldur's Gate worth 50 gold each, 10 platinum pieces, 120 gold pieces, 2,400 silver pieces, and a fair-sized nest, 8,000 copper pieces. As well as enough food and arms to equip a small army.
I'm replenishing the arrow count.
And you have so many arrows available to you. So many arrows. Let's do an early 5-minute break at this point. With the fingers crossed that the note that I see here from Isaac is that he's going to be showing up very soon. So as I start my next lore dump, hopefully available. So what I'm going to do is let's go over here. I'm going to mute us, and we will be back in 5 minutes or so. You'll see us moving around. You may see us, lip flapping, but you won't hear us there, Twitch world. We'll be back real soon.
Our discussion of beasts and weekends.
Of all the things of which we talk, we have now returned. So hi, we're coming back from a break. The party has just defeated Neronvane, the Green Dragon Mask wearer, a worm speaker in the Cult of the Dragon. They discovered that Green Dragon Mask is no longer here. The cult's leader, or at least this particular faction of it, Severin, has recalled it in order to assemble the Mask of the Dragon Queen. There have been references to Severin throughout. Resmir, the Black Dragon Mask wearer, had mentioned him way back when. The Furlam Mundath and Talus the White had made some reference, but they were trying to curry favor and get hold of the mask themselves. Barum, the dwarf, seemed concerned that Severin might find out what was happening. But it seems that one by one, Severin has recalled these masks. And now the party is aware that they have turned over a mask in their possession, the Black Dragon Mask, to a Black Dragon in the Mere of Dead Men, some miles away to the north and west. Close to hand, to the south, is the town of Greenest, which has been cursed, some might say, to not betray or hinder the efforts of the Cult of the Dragon in exchange for not being killed or worse. So the cultists have had kind of the run of the town, and the folks of Greenest, in an effort to protect others, has just been actively warning people away, telling them openly, hey, we can't hurt or warn you or help if you're attacked by the cult, so just stay away. The party was headed down there to check out check in if the daughter of one of the party members, Rob Oakes, may have made their way there in pursuit of Rob. So far, the intelligence agencies of the Black Network, the Zentarim, as well as the Harpers and the cultists themselves, have not turned up evidence of that young lady. So she is probably still to the south, somewhere amidst the green fields, or possibly over in the Giant's Plain near Show's folk. Close at hand, here in the Reaching Woods, is where Anrin's family hails from. Now, Gam Gam, Anrin's grandmother, is currently away in Waterdeep, causing a bit of a ruckus there with the nobility and the council, and sort of acting on Anrin's behalf to try and make sure the humans of Waterdeep don't get too carried away, or the new open speaker of Waterdeep, Lady Lariel Silverhand, another elf, this one from way up north near Silvery Moon, gets carried away with that northern elf nonsense that they might get into. There is a null encrosion going on in the Reaching Woods that the elves can now start to deal with. It was a bit too much for them between the Green Dragon, the Cult, and the Gnolls. Now that it's down to just the Gnolls, the elves should be able to start repulsing that, especially with the assistance of the High Riders from El Turel, who the party befriended by helping out Unthar Froom, who is very influential in that area, as well as in the Lord's Alliance and the Order of the Gauntlet. So, that's a lot of stuff going on right there.
We've
Uh,
been busy.
it's been a busy year and a half. The party has access to a not inconsiderable amount of funds right now. A small dragon hoard, as well as a couple of scrolls, some equipment, and so on. The giant spiders, the ettercaps, those sorts of things, they'll start to be on their way, either fighting against gnolls and getting themselves killed, or just going more or less back to normal as the wood, the influence of the green dragon upon the wood fades. What all would the party like to do now? I think our good friend Leosin and the folks back in Waterdeep may still believe that the party has in their possession at least the Black Dragon mask. I don't think they've been told otherwise.
Right. Nope.
So you do have a sending stone, and you'll have some time to send some messages back and forth. What all would you like to do? Where are we heading from here?
Well, there's two things I would like to do before we leave here. The first being take a long rest because I'm at 1 hit point.
Yep.
Certainly may do that.
And the other is I would like to claim a horn from the green dragon.
Absolutely may do that. I will also let the party know. I didn't want to get them too excited and distracted before we started asking, but they will get to apply a level up to their sheets as well. So the party may level up once we get past this, what are you doing next phase?
Rob still has a desire to find Sarah, his daughter. So, but starting to get a little antsy now that we know that the masks are being recalled. Do the needs of one kind of shitty absent father outweigh the needs of the Sword Coast? And,
But
sort of weighing that out.
I would argue it is not the needs of the father, but the needs of the one daughter who may be in danger.
Yeah. Yeah.
that would be my butt. And you can never tell. I mean, she may be the answer to everything for all we know.
I mean,
So
she
how
is
do
my
you know?
backup character. So
There you go. But in all seriousness, Anrin would, in fact, point out that you cannot know what your choices will lead you to. And in this case, it was clearly a good thing that you chose to look for your daughter. For everyone. Because
well,
we wouldn't know what we know now.
this is true. It has sort of guided us along in the right directions. Well, I mean, we know she's probably not in Greenest, and if we don't find her on that, we can circle back and check that out. Maybe we head towards Joe's folks. Unless anybody's got a better idea. I don't want to say that's what we're doing. I mean, Chiquito, yes, you got things.
No
You
things here.
You're my things. So wherever we're going, I'm going.
I
That is-
retract my statement. You are my things too.
Oh,
That is weirdly touching in the most objective manner possible.
Rob weeps.
A couple of things that will happen no matter what you decide is you get your, every 2 or 3 days, if you don't report in, Leosin will, give you the kind of, hey, are you still alive question. Is there anything you're reporting back, as well as, stopping into Galen, I just lost the name, the leader of the town in the Reaching Woods where they were taking refuge? Or are you right off to Greenest?
Casey, a question on the Leosin dial-ins. We expect this, right? Like if we don't talk for a couple days, he calls.
Right, so there's basically a check-in situation that, if 48 hours don't pass at, 2 hours past morning, he'll try and reach out to the sending stone.
Okay. So knowing that, Rob would say, let's not call him. Let's wait till he calls. But what do we want to tell him? Because I got two thoughts here on the Black Dragon mask. We're not the only people capable of doing stuff. In fact, there are people who are way more capable than us. Do we tell Leosin that it got us out of a tight spot and didn't seem like the dragon had any love of the cultists, so we gave him the mask so that he can go to the Mirror of Dead Men, or somebody can. I mean, not Leosin, he's an idiot, but like other people that for some reason listen to that idiot, like us. Like,
It's not
what,
increasing my confidence that this is a good plan.
yeah, but like we can't be in all of these places, and if the masks are getting recalled, and if the dragon is, what if my instincts were wrong and this dragon's totally like, sweet, gonna hand this over to this Severin guy, and now they've got one more mask. They definitely have the green. They probably got all of them, but we had one we were able to hold back. If we can get that one back, that's a good thing, right? Like that's the thing that's holding me back from wanting to go look for Sarah at all, is the fact that we know where that black mask is right now. Maybe.
And did
Well-
we have some indication of where the white might be
So
from Verum?
So Verum lets you know, wait, no, Verum died, and you sent the body back. Wasn't that what happened?
We kept his head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we
That
can
way-
ask his head, right?
Yeah, so
Or
questions could be asked.
Yeah. Do we have that? Do we have that ability? Who's got that?
Does the party have that
We-
ability?
Does anybody have
Not
speak with
me.
dead?
Not me.
Once
we
I
have to
level up, I could.
Okay.
Okay, so we may do a little bending of sequence of events. So as you do your level up, and you gain the ability to speak with the head of Verum the White, he is a member of the Cult of the Dragon. He is quite concerned with the effect that his failure may have upon his soul. So he is willing to negotiate that if you will raise him from the dead, he will be happy to answer your questions. So he is looking for some assurance that you will raise him from the dead before he answers the questions that you ask. Now, the spell you are using, which one are you using? Speak with Dead?
I have to double check, but
I don't believe that you can do speak with dead.
No, but there is an invocation that'll let me do it.
Oh, okay.
But I have to double check what it was. I'm pretty sure I saw it, but I'd have to
Okay.
double check.
No problem. So
This is going off of a week's worth of memory.
That's all
So
right.
it's been a little bit.
We'll get that looked into, and
Just a
if
week.
that's something that doesn't come up on your side, that's something that you could send the body. I think you were sending at least most of the body back to
Mhm.
Waterdeep with the lizard folk. So once
Yep.
they get
Yep.
there and an interview is done, Leosin could give you some feedback a few weeks from now. That's a few 100-mile journey for them to make.
Depending on how much survived their lunch breaks.
You did a pretty good job of convencing them, so they're
Yeah, we scared. Yeah, she did
Yeah.
or he did the intimidation check.
yeah,
That is true.
it was reasonably effective, and that's a trip of some. Actually, I mean that's a trip of almost 500 miles that those lizard folk will be making. So they'll be on the road for a ways, before you have that opportunity to look into it. But the white dragon mask was not found there, so you suspect somebody has it.
Okay, yeah. If whenever we end up having to level up, once
Mhm.
we hit the next level, I believe I would be able to cast Speak with the Dead at will.
Okay,
Yes.
so
I just wanted to double check that.
Warlock invocations, crazy.
nice.
Deciding on what to do, which is what I think we're trying to do.
Mhm.
I would like to consolidate at least a hold over this portion of our back trail. Because right now we have secured the reaching woods again. Um, the rest of Eltergard is fairly safe, it seems.
It's I mean, it was only a few years ago that the city of El Terrell was dragged to hell, so there's some aftershocks still going on regarding that. That's a little bit downriver from where you are now, so it's okay.
And if we can, and the folks of Greenest gave their pledge to a specific dragon in Greenest and who know other dragons. Is that not correct?
No, to
Or
the
was
cult.
it to the
They
cult?
gave it to the cult.
It was to the cult.
They would not interfere or hinder the cult in any way. Now there is, you're reasonably aware, a younger black dragon known as Nightscale who was
Right.
in on some of the activity there. Said to live in the mountains south of Greenest, and that is the one that is kind of pulled it into its domain. It's a little too young, small a dragon to have that much space, but it happened to be in the right place at the right time. Excellent landlords under its employ, Mr. and
The
Mrs.
Ropers.
Ropers.
Yep. I remember. Come and knock on our door.
Yeah. Referencing back to some of our one shots from long ago. But where are we headed? And what
Well, if
message
we
are we sending back to Leosin? And you did mention potentially asking for help. I just need to hear what you're phrasing up.
Well, that's what I was wondering, is if we wanted to tell them to go to the Mirror of Dead Men to look for the Black Dragon mask. That's its last known. We don't have it. That's where it is. That's where we last saw it. We can't get there. We're really freaking far south.
I don't think that's unreasonable to ask.
why don't we tell them the truth?
It is mostly the truth. I mean,
Mostly is
actually,
they,
it is all of the truth. It's just, or it is all true. It's just not all of it.
in fact, we know it's not at the Mirror of the Dead Men.
We don't. We
We
don't
don't
know
know
that.
that. We know it's there, or he may have left with it, but that's where we gave it to the
He did
dragon.
leave with it.
So
Last
the
we
so the
knew,
dragon
he was
the
there.
dragon had it. So the dragon lives in that swamp.
Yep, that's the dragon we told the lizard folk to stay away from, and
Yep.
everybody be cool, please. And we gave him the mask and said, hey, let
And
us
he has a
go and be
twin
cool.
up north.
Does have a twin up north, so the twin dragons rule the north and the south. They've left you the middle land, which is a little bit drier. And you do know that there are lizard folk, kobolds, and some Yuan-Ti
Yep.
inhabiting that swamp. You've sent some reinforcements there, so the lizard folk are not in danger of being overrun by the Yuan-Ti. But it's a tenuous area at best. The dragon really has no concerns. Nothing in there is even close to its level, and you dispatched a Hydra that it was planning on munching on, but that's probably the biggest threat that it's seen come through in quite a ways. So, when Leosin does check in, hi guys, how you doing? It's fantastic to talk to you again. I've got some great news. Orange is the new hotness, and how's it going? Are you alive?
That is great news.
No, we are not alive.
Who does he send to? He sends to the stone and we can all hear it, or is there
It
one
is
of us?
yeah, it is
attuned?
stone to stone. So whoever happens to be holding the stone gets the ping.
I don't know who is the stone holder.
Who is the stone holder?
Believe that it was me.
I
Wasn't
mean,
it?
he would go to Anrin for the straight dope because the lies just don't happen, and no one lets him talk to show.
So I would believe that I've already we are of course alive. If I'm speaking to you, that would make sense unless of course we'd been turned into an undead, which we have not.
I think we only get 25 words.
And
Mhm.
there's other magics
Oh.
that can be invoked to extend that. So
Okay.
this is the quick one, and then if necessary, he does he gets a spellcaster to do a clairvoyance, clairaudience, whatever needed.
Okay.
And so what is it that you can tell us that you know?
And so he gives you a bit of a rundown. He did let you know earlier that there was the assault and the changeover of the open speaker. One of the masked lords had been dispatched. The kerfluffle seemed to be the cult attempting to retrieve the black dragon mask, which was said to have been held by a harper in Waterdeep, and they mistargeted. So as of a few weeks ago, a few days, a week or two, the cult did not, or at least did not seem to have the Black Dragon mask.
Okay.
Leosin does let you know, as you're checking in on the masks, that it appears another team of the Zentarum, the Black Network, had tried to steal the White Dragon mask, but that has been stolen back. So the cult is in possession of the White Dragon mask. They're able to confirm before even they get the body of Verum back.
Oh, okay.
So black they may not have, White Dragon mask they do. Severin was described as wearing the red. The green was sent in. No word yet on the blue. And that's sort of where they have it. Now, Leosin is sort of like, did you happen to get a chance to start heading north to check in on that Drakhorn yet?
We went the other way.
I mean, that's a choice.
Yeah.
You're doing excellent work. I don't want to dismiss what you've done. We think north, you think south. People have.
Did you tell him that we killed the green dragon here?
Yeah.
I don't know that happened yet.
Yeah. Well, we'll make sure he's aware of that.
I mean, it's not like we went south for a holiday.
No, we killed the green dragon. We solved a bunch of riddles and actually killed at least one of the baby dragons.
We
Which was
killed 3 worm speakers, or one real one or 2 real ones and 2 aspirant.
Yeah.
Right. Many worm speakers. They're beginning to be boring. Um,
Now,
and go ahead.
I was just gonna say one of the things that you may remember that you learned from the journal was Neuron was the second son of King Melendrock,
Yep.
the Elven King
For that.
of the Northern Forest, who is a little bit influential, not on the Council of Waterdeep, but was definitely showing up as they were starting to try and assemble forces. Are you sharing that information?
I don't care
Well,
who his
yeah.
daddy was.
Well, Rob.
We didn't know at the time.
Well, at the time that we killed him, we most certainly knew, but he was clearly
That's true.
a distressed person
He was
who
the
had
green
made
worm
wrong
speaker.
choices.
I don't know. I don't think he can be Symbionese Liberation Front on this one. He's
No,
yeah.
but
He bought in
no,
all the Kool-Aid and everything. Yep.
he definitely believed what he was doing would be enough to incur his father's wrath, and it would have if his father had been paying attention, which he was not. So, on that note, I think we should let the king know about the death of his child and where he died and how he died, and that his body was not molested, wasn't it? We didn't
No,
know.
it
Was in the
was eaten by a T-Rex.
no, I spit him out. I ate the
Oh.
other one.
He
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
need to know that though, right?
Yeah. We don't need to tell her everything.
Okay, that he's been
I
interred
chewed
with
on him a little bit.
all due
Some
pomp and
omission.
circumstance. But I think that Leosin, you need to know this because I don't trust his father, and we never have. Talk to Gam Gam.
Yes, Gam Gam has been rather vocal about that. So here's sort of the situation that I'm bumping into. I have a group of very powerful and influential people with great big egos, all of which are at risk of being damaged right now. Um,
We're not that fragile.
I don't know if
yes.
he was referring to us.
No, also that. But uh we need to get them all moving in the same direction, really. And currently, the hardest ones that I would have kind of wrangling um, would be um, actually, are you familiar with Thayans, Red Wizards?
We know one.
We've
Oh
been
my-
attacked by them.
Ah, yes.
Rob has been teaching me a lot of idioms, but it's not quite sayings.
No, Thayans. And you can hear him really like theeing on the sending stone. No, the
It is
red.
another idiom, isn't it?
No, well, you see, the Red Wizards of Thay, um, a faction has broken away and is in rebellion against their Lich King. And those are the ones who are working with the cult. We may be able to get a little bit of support from the Thayans if someone was willing to go over there, explain the situation to them in a very forthright manner, and somewhat impress them that it would be better to work with us than without us or not at all.
Would you like to talk to Show?
I think you may be uniquely qualified for this situation as you don't dissemble much. Well,
Me?
any of you.
I take umbrage with that. I am an excellent liar. Just haven't chosen to exercise it.
That is my best skill.
I haven't
Don't quote
noticed.
me on that. Don't quote me on that.
So that's one option. Would be to ask you, since you've gone south, to head a little bit out to the east and pay a visit to a faction of Thayans that hold a stronghold there. The other, how are you all and dragons, specifically of the metallic variety?
Oh, they sound pretty.
We've never met one.
Ah, um, and interest has been expressed in meeting with you, as you have dispatched dragons and dealt with the cult, by what I'm told is a council of metallic dragons. The leader of which, a gold dragon named Prothantar, I'm told is in very good standing among dragonkind. Um, there's a bit of a tussle going on as to who might represent the council. Everyone wants to, no one wants anyone else to. And if you could just go and do the thing before they get done talking, that would be fantastic.
Where are
What is
they
the
at?
thing?
Uh, go and meet with the dragons.
Oh,
Oh.
that thing.
Yeah.
Then I,
I
would
mean-
defer to Rob's question.
Oh, well, they're dragons, so they can be nearabouts anywhere. I just need to let them know, and then they'll let us know, and
Ah,
then you
okay.
can meet up.
Well,
both?
we kind of have business out, sort of. I need to see the map better. My sheet is blocking it.
Rob?
Um,
Out.
we want to head southeast, right, towards the giant plain.
If you think that we might find word of a certain person there, yes.
Yeah. How
Well-
about we say we'll meet them near the Troll Mountains? The northern end of the Troll Mountains.
My experience with dragons has all been rather adversarial.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were to say we would meet the representative near my people, we might have some backup if it's
Ah.
needed.
That's a good idea too.
But yeah, either way, I mean, if this is sounds like they might be I mean, powerful allies, maybe to help us out a bit. Maybe we might want to take a look at that.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. Then.
Also, they can do stuff in the sky, and maybe they've
Yeah.
seen my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we could convince them, if we met them at the south, to give us a ride to the north.
That'd be
That
real
would
nice.
also be really cool.
Solves many of our issues. That sounds like a plan.
I've never considered propositioning a dragon in that way. But if you feel that the moment is right, you can go ahead and suggest it. But I will see if I can arrange a meeting in or near around the Troll Mountains. I'll check back in and let you know. So you'll be heading south then for the moment. I'll see if we have any other hot spots springing up in that direction.
Hey, Casey, can you tell me the name of the gold? Well, I assumed it was a gold dragon, or did you say it was a gold dragon? That
Gold
was the
Dragon,
leader.
Prothantor,
Prothantor.
and I will get
Okay.
you the right wording on that.
If you have any kind of symptoms of diarrhea on
Prothantor.
Prothantor, you should discontinue use. Ask your doctor
Prothantor.
about Prothantor.
You know what? I put an extra H in there. Protantor.
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 Now I'm
Protantor, the
getting-
great big dragon.
Yes.
Imagine a big, huge mental image of a dragon doing the
Burninating.
tango.
So just some of you may or may not have actually seen a gold dragon, just for, the accurate statues that you may or may not have seen. They would look a little something like that.
Very pretty.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
Big ol' wormy worms. And so, there is a council of dragons who would like to talk to you. They will be attempting to set that one up, but it sounds like the party may be still heading north. Are we going
North?
Sorry, south.
I mean, we can. I don't
you say,
need to
you say
demand
south.
it.
I say north. Heading
Your turn.
south. Are we going south and west towards Greenest, or south and east towards Show's folks in the Giant Plains?
We would say east, southeast.
I think that is the plan.
South and east it is. So if I could have from the party a fateful D12, for this leg of the journey.
Let it ride.
Here we go. Chiquito, keeping the rolls high. The party is able to continue their travels along the edge of the reaching wood. The elven settlements that they pass by, looking much relieved to hear that the dragon is dispatched, though they're still arming themselves and building up defenses to deal with the exploding gnoll population to the north. The party reaches the town of Beardusk, a small trading area on the river Chantar.
Had we been there once?
You have been
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Right.
And then you would be able to head south and east, mostly east, to the fine town of Erebor before heading south into the Troll Mountains. Now,
Should we be leveling right now as we speak,
you could,
Casey,
you
or
will, it will
or will we
hopefully
have some time?
you'll have some time. You'll probably not need the new level stuff just yet.
Okay.
Maybe probably possibly.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm leveled up.
Yeah. I
When your
leveled up.
melee character, nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
I could have been doing that.
So, as we get there, I just need to flip my option set here. Give me this one. That's not the one I want.
Just out of curiosity, what level will we be?
9?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
I
not-
just wanted to be sure. It's like we were
Yes.
7 for 3 years and now we're 9.
Hmm.
Time flies.
We're doing big things.
We're
You
doing big
We're
things.
not fucking around.
No, we're not.
And so the party, as they make their way south, are given updates on the regular by
Our
Eosin.
favorite Harpin.
Yeah. And as the days pass, they do learn a few things. The lizard folk on the march are being reported in as behaving themselves and making their way north to Waterdeep. The north to the Waterdeep and then on to the swamps. The cultists seem to have stopped pursuing the Black Dragon mask. That is considered to be a bad sign, as perhaps the dragon has turned it in, or at least let them know where it is. The dragons are willing to meet with you, and in fact, one of the dragons is willing to come fetch you. A silver dragon, whose name I don't even think I can get through.
Remicade.
Remicade?
I'm just
I
coming
mean,
up with
that's a good.
pharmaceutical
Just throwing that out there.
names.
Criticals.
That's a good set here. Let's
His name is Otari.
Otari Lacarnus. And she goes by Ella. So
Olene.
Ella for some reason.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Well.
my daughter's name.
Mm-hmm.
Not in game.
Not in game. No.
Sorry, Elia. Is willing to come and fetch you because they would like to meet you in the Nether Mountains, which is
In
a
the Nether Mountains.
little bit of a ways.
We said the
And
Troll Mountains.
would
Yeah.
she be willing to take us a short distance to the southeast to ask if we've seen signs of a girl passing through, and then
Yeah.
to the north?
She is willing to do
Where's
such
the
a thing.
Nether Mountains?
Way up north. So Nether Mountains up to the north and east of the High Forest. Way up here.
Oh.
North and yes, east.
All right. That's a ways.
That is a ways.
The
However,
ways.
she says she can do it in 2 days.
Sorry, my dad walked in and was raving about something he discovered. So I missed like everything.
Not a problem. So the quick
Praise
recap
God.
is party has agreed to meet with dragons. A silver dragon has been sent to fetch you.
Okay.
She says she can take you up to the Nether Mountains in a flight of just 2 days. She seems to be quite quick of wing.
Okay.
She can carry the.
They okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. Sorry. I was putting it together.
Yep. She will come down and fetch you and then wing her way northward. You have asked her, could we stop by and check in on Greenest? And she's given it a bit of thought and said, you know what?
No,
Sure.
I
No,
think
not
we were
Greenest.
on
Oh.
to my tribe first.
Oh, to your tribe. I'm sorry.
To see if they have seen anything, and if
Ah,
they haven't, I could ask my brother, who is a scout, to look for her.
absolutely. So, let's call that one a survival check first from show, to get a good indication of where your people would be based on, the herd movements and such, as we get down into the area.
Can I help?
Oh, show rolled
Don't
it
need the
quick
help?
and came up with the right set. This is home turf. So you identify that the vast majority of animals have moved off to the western side. So Troll Mountains, good set. Looks like the herds have moved from east to west. You are finding them a little bit high on the range for the weather, a bit unusual. And then could I have from the party a fateful D12? An
Oh, okay.
8. What is everyone's passive perception at this point? I feel like we have at least one person who's high, and it might be
Yeah.
Chiquito.
Yeah,
14.
well, let me take a look and I'll let you know.
14 here.
We got
14.
I'm only at a 19.
Only a 19.
Not a 12.
12.
Yeah.
So,
We're in good hands.
excellent, excellent.
We've got wisdom covered.
But we will we will give
Definitely.
this one to the 19. You do
Oh.
notice, Chiquito,
Yep.
that the Giant's Plain, the dirt is oddly disturbed. The animals seem to be keeping clear of large, not quite furrows, large mounds, as if something has been traveling beneath the earth. I don't know if you've had previous experience with things like purple worms and other large burrowing creatures, but something is out and about in the plain, tearing up the dirt.
I'll let the group know. I'll let them know. I'll say there's something down there that looks to be. Is that right? There, show.
It
Haven't-
is not something I have faced before. No.
It would make sense that we found these animals so far north. Then sounds like the plains are being overrun with something.
That would explain why the tribe is in the mountains.
Right.
Not right for this time of year.
Can we ask our friendly transportation if she knows anything about these things?
She glances down and says, she glances down and says, "Damn." She spirals down a fair bit lower, and gives you all the opportunity to dismount while she digs at the ground. She seems fairly concerned and starts tearing into it, saying, "This looks like dragon work."
Oh.
And eventually, in tearing through and tearing up enough of a line of it, she comes up with a blue scale.
Oh.
Well, once again, we have
leveled up the
lucked
blue.
into something.
And she sort of looks back at you like, all this luck?
Well, we have not been able to track anything on the blue dragon that may be connected. It might not be at all, but is possible.
We know they're gonna be involved. I mean, knowledge is
We-
at least a little bit of power, right?
We have encountered or heard of all of the other what is the word
Chromat.
chromatic dragons,
Well done.
but not the blue.
Well, fortunately, I cannot yet join you in your battle. The council has not yet been held. We could return, or I could leave you here. What would you prefer?
This information is probably enough for now, and we can check in with my tribe and see if they know any more.
And it's
Sounds
good information for you to get to the council. And if we need to get there, let's all go together.
Yes, this is somewhat disturbing. And with that, she will transport you a little further into the mountains. A day or so passes before you narrow down to the right particular area, and then you're able to meet up with Sho's folks. Now, Sho, your tribe, I think, has only had one report from you since you left, which would be the sending of the dragon piece or some horn part.
I did send one of Resmir's horns to them.
And has any other contact been made? Have you been keeping them at all up to date on what's going on?
No,
So
I
it's
don't have that power, and I don't think about it.
Out of sight, out of mind.
it's a dragon, so your people do the reasonable thing and go to ground. They take
I
shelter
figure we
and so
have
on.
Because we're one of a number of nomadic tribes. We have ways of signaling to
Mhm.
one another, and so I figure I can like fire a flaming arrow into the air or something to
Sure.
like let them know, like signal
You got it.
that we're approaching.
You do such. You give the signal. Now I believe you are related to the horn carver of the tribe.
Yes, my father is a Goliath named Grulo Gothicanathi, who is the horn carver, sort of the record keeper, historian of the tribe. My mother is the guardian, the Baihatse of the tribe, and my brother is a tracker and scout.
And I think it's going to be your brother that comes out to greet you. Um, and that's a dragon.
Yes, your powers of observation have not grown lax.
We've been having a lot of trouble with dragon recently. Why are you with a dragon?
This one will not be trouble. This is friend. And these are other friends, and I'll introduce everyone to Bele, my brother, who is another blue-skinned, half Goliath, half orc.
Hello, Bailey.
Hello, I'm.
Hello.
How do?
Hello.
Hey,
Well
Uh,
met.
We have had much dealings with dragons.
We have had much dealings with dragons too. There have been a great number in the plain and the mountains to the east.
That is troubling.
That has troubled us.
And but you are safe.
I am safe. Mother and father are off protecting the histories. We have been divided.
Well, I have something for you to give to father, and I will give him the green dragon horn from our latest battle.
This is a good sign. We have seen several of these dragons. The green, the blue.
Not too big on the blue for us. We haven't seen any of those. A lot of black.
They are in the plains. That is what has caused this problem. And sort of as folks are starting to come out and greet and offer a measure of hospitality, Show you realize that this is not your tribe. This is your tribe half, maybe a third, and then 2/3 of other tribes. You recognize some of the folks, but they're oddly mingled. This isn't the way they should be traveling.
Well, others would notice that most of them are not Goliaths and half-orcs. They're mostly just Goliaths. My tribe is the only one among them that is also half-orcs.
We were in the plains hunting, and the dragons took the land. We were forced to retreat to the mountains. Mother and father are in the Snowflake Mountains to the south. We here in the Troll Mountains. The plains are impassable.
Who is acting as Behatse for your group here?
And he gestures to one of the others from the tribe, and you're familiar enough to recognize. We will rejoin with father. This is a temporary thing, we hope. Treating it like a storm has forced us apart, rather than admitting we will need new tribes.
That I would like to say that is wise. We are working against these dragons, and if we are successful, the tribe can return.
It has been difficult to get any word between them. The signals that we put up call the attention of their dragons to us, and you can understand across the plains any sort of signal fire smoke that they would put up would be visible to anyone. And if there are dragons hunting, that would probably be bad.
Well, we have one other favor to ask. We are searching for a person. Perhaps my friend here, Rob, can tell you more.
Yeah, and I'll describe Sarah. She goes by Sarah Lowlands. And I take my hat off and I'm like, she's got brown curly hair like I do. Probably a bit longer. She's got, like, my eyes are blue. It says they're gray, but they're blue. Okay. They're so my eyes are blue. Hers are green. Hers are green. And she can't be. I mean, last I saw her was a year ago. She's still growing, but she can't be growing much more. Like 5'5", 5'6".
And
She
as you're sort
plays
of
really good
describing,
panpipe.
he sort of asks a few questions, and then says, "Yes, she had come through. We have many who find their way out of and the tribes are fairly nice to wanderers, escaped slaves, etc. If they can work, they can eat, and kind of be on their way. Some of the wilder tribes might, eat them, but that's discouraged for most. Sounds like she may have taken shelter with the tribes that headed to the Snowflake Mountains. She is not here among those who are isolated in the Troll Mountains.
All
I wish
right.
we had one of these stones. I could talk to my mother.
Hold on. Rob has not leveled yet.
Does Rob get sending?
I don't think he does, but I'm gonna double check.
He's a lore bard. He absolutely could.
I am a lore bard. I just don't know if I get. Is this one of those times where I get to pick other
It is,
spells?
so sending is straight up bard, cleric, wizard. So if you want
Yep.
it, you could have it.
Sure would take it. Seems like a spell that would be very helpful to Rob.
I took.
Oh, did you take sending?
I didn't take sending. I don't think this helps, but because I haven't actually read through them in their all entirety yet, I kind of skimmed them. I picked up scrying and teleportation. If that can help in any way, I don't think it really helps in terms of communication.
Those could both be wildly
But
helpful in other things because you can scry on an object you're familiar with, I think.
Mhm.
So you could find that black dragon scale.
yes.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Or mask, rather.
mask.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hmm. I did not give a lot of thought to leveling up yet, so.
So, and this we can play a little loose and fast with some of the timing options here. So, as you are realizing that you may want to, invest some of your magics into learning sending, we can pick that one up. If you wish to scry some things, we can do that. But at the moment,
This is a good one.
the Elia, the dragon, is sort of the. I have 4 elder dragons that we are supposed to have a meeting with. They have the meeting room reserved from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. And so if we're not there on time, somebody else is going to write things on the whiteboard.
We need to go.
That is fine. I will give my brother a hug, and if and when Rob can cast sending, we can do that. I will help
Rob's gonna
familiarize him with my mom as best I can, so he can try to do sending to her.
Sure.
Once Rob gets sending, he's gonna send to Sarah too, and
And
just
that
say,
first sending message, all right, fine, Dad, now you call.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't find a phone.
But the only thing I would want you to send to my mom is to
Okay.
tell them that she is family.
Okay. All right. So
they should treat her as such.
over the course of a couple days, we could maybe get all of this out
sure.
with the sending.
So I think what that's going to basically be is you broke from Chuth and Neuron Vein. You're kind of still legging it south, trying to get ahead of all this stuff going on. You're picked up by a silver dragon. You're now on Dragonback, and there's really no concentrating when you're dealing with oxygen deprivation. So that whole journey goes through a little bit blurry. And you find yourselves up in the Nether Mountains, getting ready for a council with dragons. And I think what we'll probably want to do, even though it is a bit early, is start to dial this one to a close here. So I can prep for that council meeting and give everybody a second to go through their spells and effects and that sort of thing, and pick up any downtime. Before we do that, though, is there anything else that we would like to take care of that won't need, a solid 20 minutes of book research as we catch up on all our new available options here?
I would like to just continue to remind my family to also be aware of the blue dragon,
Mm-hmm.
because heaven knows I don't know what his or her range might be. That seems to be pretty darn big. And maybe
Sure.
will have a hankering to go further north.
And as you're sort of doing that, and that's being passed around, um, oh, I'm sorry, Ed, help me out. It wasn't Beline, it was
Bele.
Bele, excuse me, Bele. So as Bele sort of overhears that part of the conversation, he gives a bit of a laugh, and he's like, "If it was one dragon, we would have dealt with it. It is many dragons,
Many,
many
as
dragons."
in more than 2?
All the colors, not metals.
There was, and he started kind of gives a count. At least 3 blue, 2 green, 1 black, 2 red.
Red. Ooh, jeez.
Was the black smallish? And I'll describe night scale.
It was big enough. And it seems like they were probably more concerned with getting away than sizing up the dragons.
Sure.
But this was a lot of dragons.
Well, you were very wise, like Chiquito, to avoid them.
That
That
would,
was a Chiquito-like move.
yeah. And I know that we had mentioned that we were leaving, but if I were to leave, Chiquito would say, "Well," and he'd kind of go up to the brother and
try to give him a handshake, then instead go for a hug and be like, "All right, it was nice to meet you. You have a great sister here. You really do."
And he kind of gives you the pat on the back that gives you a good like rumble in the chest, like it rings.
He's way more friendly than me, so he probably went right in for the hug.
Yes.
I might
He like picks you up. He gives you a little bit of swing. He realizes that if he swings you hard enough, like your legs ring against
Oh,
your
that
sides.
feels so
he's like,
good. That
"Vroom,
feels
vroom,
good.
vroom."
Oh, oh yeah. Oh,
Do the kinks out of your back?
sure does.
I might ask for when when our dragon friend was like digging in the ground and she pulled out the scale.
Mhm.
Could I ask to have the scale?
Sure. She will give you the scale. Elia's like, yeah,
Cool. I'm gonna take it
I have a blue dragon scale.
and I will put it away. Cool.
And you do also have a green dragon body available to you should you decide to do things with that. So what we'll do here is we will bring this evening to an end. We will thank everybody for playing. They have completed a chapter and therefore have a level. They hit 9th level, which gives many of them all sorts of neat new features. So they will be digging through those and preparing for next session. I personally thought that that fight was going to be a lot more complicated and longer, but the players just took it apart on me with a
I
series
was
of
surprised
massive
when I checked
crits.
in. I was like, "They're done." It looks like they're done already.
I was
Well, that
really
Hunger of Hadar took out so
Uh-huh.
many.
It really
Yeah.
did. It really
And
did.
created
That's
a nice little barrier.
but while the Hunger of Hadar did definitely take out some of the some of the commoner styles, I was really expecting more from my
Excellent.
Dragon Claws, and you just tore through
Well, that
Neuron with
that
those
first
crits.
night got one turn.
Oh yeah, that was a 40 some point hit that you managed to pull on that last hit. So
I crit him for 40
That's awesome.
after hitting him for like 14 first.
yeah,
It sounds like as a party we needed that. We needed one of those fights.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
it was
Finally had dice rolls that actually looked like dice rolls.
I would have gone down, but for the relentless
Uh-huh.
endurance. It
Endurance,
popped back
yeah.
up and then hit somebody.
I was
And
like,
correct.
yes, 1 hit point. This commoner is gonna have their day. They're gonna take their club, do the 1 hit point and drop, and then all of a sudden Tyrannosaurus. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I saw that. Awesome.
what am I gonna do with the Tyrannosaurus? We will pick back up. We'll be doing a little bit stuff off screen to deal with some stuff. Among the things, Anrin Gam Gam has sent word through Leosin that she did get in touch with her old flame, and therefore there is a flaming longsword blade available to you to be connected to a glaive. Favors were
Oh,
done.
wonderful.
But
I
that's all
don't
the way
want to
back
know.
in Waterdeep, so there would need to be some travel dedicated in that. And
Perhaps. Well, yes.
I'll have some questions to figure that out.
yeah, so there's some stuff happening. So thank you everybody. We're gonna go offline. Alex, if you happen to be listening and would like to raid somewhere, please feel free to do so. I will see if I can figure out how to do that as I hit the buttons here. And let's see. So, good night, everybody. We may be raiding somewhere. I may not figure it out, but we'll try.